You have the power over your own mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. So this last week on Saturday, not this Saturday, the week before, my love and I decided to go on a run. Now, here's the thing. I haven't ran, I don't know, maybe 6 months, maybe even longer if I'm really honest with myself. So we decided to go for a run since the sun was going to be out for a few moments. As we get out, and mind you, I haven't even really been walking like I used to, especially since the weather's been kind of gloomy and overcast outside. I haven't even taken the pug out for a walk. We've just been going to the doggy park, where I like to sit and read or chat with other doggy lovers. So here I am, standing at the beginning of the path, looking out and thinking, I can do this. So I begin the journey, and we're talking, and we're walking, and all of a sudden, he starts running. And I'm like, okay, I can do this. There's no obstacles in front of me. I don't have the pug. It's just me, the path, and my love beside me. So I head off and we jog, and all of a sudden I feel this energy in my body. And I'm like, ooh, this feels good. I can do this. So I continue on, and I'm running, and I'm not, running like, you see those runners in marathons do. I don't have this really good arm going, these really good strides going. I'm just jogging it out, really. Kind of taking my time, but I'm moving, and I'm moving forward. We get to the end of the trail, at least the first lap, which would be mile 1. And I'm still going, and I begin to feel my lungs getting really tight. My mouth is getting all funky, like that, right? And I'm trying to get to the end of this mile 1. And I'm going, and I'm going, and I'm going. And I see him reach out a hand before me. Well, actually, before that, I was in front. He was behind me. I didn't realize he was behind me. When he came up, he got a good last burst of energy. And mind you, he's been running 3 miles for a while. Passes me up, sees that I'm struggling, and reaches a hand out behind him. I grab his hand, and he pulls me forward. And I keep going. Okay, I can do this. I can do this, right? And I finish mile 1. Whew, done. Super excited. Take a quick breather, walk a little bit around the bend where we started again, or we started before to start again. Get to that, and I'm like, I can do this. The whole time in my head, I'm saying, I can do this. I can do this. So we start going again. I'm jogging along. And I realize I was focused on all these other things, like the people walking, the birds, the squirrels, and my attention was distracted during mile 1. Now here we are at mile 2. As I'm going along, I start noticing my breathing. I start noticing my legs. I start noticing my lungs and how much they're tightening. And I feel even more tired. And I just want to stop. And I don't want to go anymore. I just want to give up. And then I realize this isn't working. The distractions I had in mile 1 worked. I was paying attention to being outside and the sun shining and all the animals and the birds, and it was just great. But now, the excitement of them has left, And here I am struggling because there's new obstacles, there's new challenges, and my lungs are about to give up. So I pop my earbuds in, I turn my music to a 90s channel. 90s music happens to be one of my favorite forms of music to listen to. I love 90s music, whether it's the old school hip hop or it's the newer school, like New Kids on the Block kind of stuff, the popish stuff, right? I just love 90s music, and it always gets me energized, right? So here my earbuds are popped in, and I'm like, okay, start going, and it's a good song. So I can't remember the song, but it was a really good song. And I start going, and I'm like, okay, I got this, and I'm going, and my speed's even picking up now. I'm going even faster than I was before in mile 1, and I'm just like, yeah, enjoying. I'm going to this beat, and I'm just loving it. And I get around the bend again, and a new song comes on. And in this new song, it's not one of my favorites. And so it's like, oh, again, I start noticing my arms, my breathing, my legs are exhausted now. I don't know what to do. The music didn't work. So then I hit skip. Janet Jackson comes on. She is one of my favorites. And I can't remember the name of the song. It's, it's like the one that goes, made lots of friends now in different places. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, that song. It came on. But it has this really cool vibe, and it reminds me of traveling, and it reminds me of, music video is her jumping around into different countries. And it took me into that moment where I remember seeing the video where she's jumping around, having a lot of fun. And my mind, again, went to this place that was super fun. So I continue on running, and then I'm like, yeah, in Bali, we're over here having a good time, in Costa Rica, and I'm thinking of all the different places that I want to go, that I want to travel to, and I'm just like, yeah, right? And I'm loving this, and this song is going. This is good. And then I get to, the song ends, and my love passes me again. And by now, a new song has come on. And I love this song, but my body is tired. My lungs are like, stop. I take a deep breath as he passes me, and he reaches out his hand again. And I'm like, okay, I could do this. He grabs my hand and he pulls me forward. And I go, and I go, and then I'm like, no, I can't do it. And I stop again. I continue going slowly, slowly. And he puts out his hand again, and he pulls me forward. And I go, I go, I go, I go, and then I stop. And I look, and it's just a little bit more. But my mind is telling me no. My body is telling me no. Everything is like, stop, Danny. You look, hello. You haven't done this in a long time. Like, you should be proud of what you've done. Stop. Like, it's over. Like, it's just a little bit more. Don't worry about it. Look how much you've done already. But no. I'm like, no, I have to do this. And this battle in my mind is going back and forth. And then the thought comes to me. Where have you stopped short in the past? Where is this showing up in your life in other areas? And I thought to myself, wow, where have I stopped short? Today, we are talking about strength and how our mind is so powerful and how it can allow us to do things that we wouldn't have thought. I can tell you, when I stepped on that path in the morning, When I began my 2 miles, I knew that I would not be able to do the 2 miles. Going in, I said to myself, well, just going to do a mile. That's it. I knew he was going to do the 3. I was like, oh, I'll just go do a great meditation. I'll do some stretching after. Well, he does the rest of his miles. But I was able to complete 2 miles, 90% of it running or jogging. That was mind over matter. I allowed myself to use the strength of my mind to get me to complete 2 miles. That is the power of our mind. So by now, many of us are re-looking at our goals. We might have even forgot about our goals, or we might have run into some challenges along the way, and we're like, oh, and we want to give up. Maybe just like I did. So today I want to share with you a hypnosis to help you release those obstacles, to clear that path so that you can achieve whatever it is that you are most desiring right now. Whether that is your goals for this month, goals for this quarter, goals for this year, or just a new shift that you are creating in your life. My name is Danny. I'm a hypnotherapist that helps people make choices that honor their best self. So we get rid of what no longer serves you, like that voice inside of your head that tells you you can't run those 2 miles, so that you can find peace in the chaos.